energetic, exuberant coach. Very charismatic, high energy, and she's trying to turn around this Air Force program that has traditionally been a bottom feeder in the Mountain West Conference. Again, picked to finish last in the 9-team conference this year. Well, they got some pretty nice players. Pretty talented group of sophomores. Denver getting their hands filled tonight with the effort from Air Force. A couple times Denver looked like they were going to blow it open. They jumped out to a 7-0 lead. It was 15-4 at one point in the first half. Air Force came back to tie it at 24. Denver then went on a run right at the end of the first half. Built the lead up to 7 at the break, 35-28. But having a hard time so far shaking this Air Force team, 47-44 our score, with 12:01 left. So this timeout by Eric Johnson. There'll be another timeout here coming up in just a moment. We'll have our under 12 media timeout. So next stoppage of play, we'll have another break. Denver breaks their huddle with Brittany Rice, Brianna Culberson, Quincy Noonan, Miko Smith, and Caitlin Murdoch. Their starting 5 to begin the game. Rice will put the ball in play. Here we go. Into Miko Smith. Smith with the left-hand dribble to the left, looking down low to Caitlin Murdoch. Brianna Rice has it, right corner to Noonan, back to Rice. Rice swings it left side to Smith. Smith looking for a screen from Murdoch, decides not to take it. Pass underneath, looking for Noonan, and the ball goes out of bounds. Stoppage of play, media timeout, 11:42 left. And Denver still with that 47-44 lead. We'll be back with more from Magnus Arena on Pioneer Vision. And back here at Magnus Arena, Mike Evans here with you. 47-44, Denver leads Air Force. 11:42 left in the second half. It'll be Air Force basketball coming out of the break. Pioneers, little turnover bug here in the first part of the second half. Already turned it over 5 times in about the first 8 minutes. Ramey Beck with the ball for Air Force, playing a little catch with Diamond James. Driving baseline, shut off is Kelsey Berger, but bailed out by a foul against Denver. That'll be against Brianna Culberson. And for Culberson, that is her second. Nobody in foul trouble yet for the Pioneers. No one's picked up that dangerous third foul. Chased down, and yes, an over and back violation against Air Force as Camille Thompson came back to get that loose ball but stepped on the line. Turnover Air Force for the Falcons. That is their 17th turnover, which matches their season average. Denver's been good at turning teams over this year. They force an average of 18 turnovers per game. Amiko Smith, right side. Now Brianna Culberson, left side to Brittany Rice. Rice, crossover dribble, lays it up and in. Nifty move by Brittany Rice. Rice now with 10. And the lead back up to 5, 49-44, 11 minutes even left in the second half. Camille Thompson, right side to Megan Muniz. Diamond James flashing. Foul line jumper's good. Miko Smith back the other way. On the right side, feeds low to Murdoch. Passes too long for Murdoch, and there to be intercepted by Megan Muniz. Muniz guarded by Quincy Noonan. Left side to Camille Thompson. Handoff to Thompson. Wild shot and bailed out again by a Denver foul. Really a no-hoper shot. Thompson just threw it up but drew the foul, and it will be a shooting foul. It's against Quincy Noonan. Fourth team foul for Denver, and the officials talking about whether or not it is a shooting foul. Thompson's making a shooting motion like, yeah, it was in the act. And they're not going to give her the shooting foul, so instead, inbounding situation for the Falcons. Pioneers get a little bit of a break there. Muniz will trigger the ball in, and does to, well, still waiting, finally gets it in to Kelsey Berger. Now up top to Ramey Beck. Beck guarded by Brittany Rice. Camille Thompson, left side. Holding, now puts it on the floor, hands it to Diamond James, still about 25 feet away from the hoop. Muniz looking down low to Beck, can't get it. Berger has it, trying to squeeze it down low to James, stolen away by the Pioneers. Back the other way they come with Brittany Rice, puts her head down, drives, and gets fouled. Brittany Rice, with her second strong drive of the half. Fouls against Camille Thompson for Air Force. Rice goes back to the free throw line. Rice, 2 of 2. Shooting free throws tonight. First one is up and good. Rice now with 11 as she continues her march towards 1,000 points. With those 11, she now has 975. Make that 976 career points as she inches closer to becoming the 19th player in DU history to reach that memorable milestone of 1,000 career points. Most importantly right now, the 2 free throws gives Denver a 51-46 lead. Three-pointer by Beck is partially deflected by Quincy Noonan. Actually, no, it was just an air ball by Beck. And Denver will take over. Culberson will inbounds to Miko Smith. Air Force, which has shown a lot of full court pressure so far tonight, just backing off into their man-to-man. Smith dribbles to the right, stops, hands off to Culberson. Culberson left side to Rice into Murdoch. Murdoch flips it up and in. I don't know how she got that ball up to the basket. Kind of falling over, pitching to her right, just kind of tossed up a right-handed flip and crawled into the basket. First points at a half for Murdoch. She's got 10. Denver's lead back up to 7. They've been able to withstand another Air Force run. Down low, laid up and in by Jamila Satterfield on the nice feed from Diamond James. Satterfield with 6. Denver's lead 53-48, 8:40 left in the second half. Quincy Noonan dribbling the left, now Miko Smith fakes the 3, looks down low to Murdoch, now hands it off to Brittany Rice. Rice dribbling to the right, stops just inside the key. Now Miko Smith drives in the lane, throws up the runner, no good, but draws the foul. That'll be against Megan Muniz, her second. And free throws coming up for Miko Smith. Smith, 1 of 2 shooting free throws tonight. First one rolls out. Brittany Rice out. Maya Michelle in for the Pioneers. So it's Caitlin Murdoch, Brianna Culberson, Amiko Smith, Maya Michelle, and Quincy Noonan. Second free throw for Smith is good. 1 of 2 for Smith. She's got 4, all in the second half. Denver's lead now 6, 54-48. Megan Muniz guarded by Amiko Smith. Quick hands by Culberson. Gets the steal, flings it back into the middle of the court. Air Force able to chase it down. And we got a whistle, foul away from the ball against Denver. And it'll be against Caitlin Murdoch. Murdoch battling with Jamila Satterfield. Air Force will put the ball into play with Megan Muniz. And we got an offensive foul call against Satterfield as she cleared out an elbow as she was trying to come to meet the inbounds pass. So after that exchange of fouls, ball back to the Pioneers. 8 minutes left in the second half. Denver leads 54-48. Amiko Smith dribbling the ball up slowly past the midcourt stripe. Pass right side to Murdoch. Now back to Michelle. Feed down low to Murdoch. Swings it right corner. Ball sharply being moved around the top of the key by the Pioneers. Culberson misses the 3. And here comes Megan Muniz. Driving right, shut off. Now back up top to Beck. Swings it left to Berger. Berger's 3, good. Kelsey Berger, the leading scorer for the Falcons with 14. Her 3 makes it a 3-point game. 54-51 Pioneers, 7:25 left. Left side, it's Culberson. Dribbles right, now to Smith. Smith with the handoff to Quincy Noonan. Noonan dribbling left into the lane, stops. Left side to Culberson. Culberson puts it on the floor, shut off, dribbles right, puts up the tough contested shot, no good. Offensive rebound fought for. Noonan's down there on the floor, and the Pioneers able to get a timeout with Noonan in possession. So timeout called by Denver as they're able to maintain possession. Now the possession arrow does belong to Denver, so if they had called the held ball, it would have stayed with the Pioneers. This way, they save that possession arrow, they get the timeout, and they'll hold on. 54-51, Denver leads, 7:03 left in the second half. We've got a timeout for Magnus Arena on Pioneer Vision. We'll keep it right here. Actually, this is a quick 30-second timeout. Denver breaks their huddle with Quincy Noonan, Brianna Rice, Brianna Culberson, Caitlin Murdoch, and Maya Michelle. 4/5 of the starting lineup out there. Michelle, the only reserve right now. Denver's used throughout the course of this game. They've gone 9 deep. Air Force back out onto the floor, and we're ready to go. Quincy Noonan will put the ball into play. Full 30 seconds on the shot clock. Looking down low for Murdoch. Now back out top to Culberson. Culberson dribbles to her right, uses a screen for Murdoch. Right baseline, swings it left side, left corner to Noonan. Up top to Rice, again driving the lane and laying up and in. That's the 3rd time in this half. Brittany Rice has dribbled and drived hard down the right side and gets another basket. 14 for Rice. She's got 14, Culberson 17, an offensive foul. As drawing that offensive foul against Jamila Satterfield was Caitlin Murdoch, and we got a timeout on the floor. 6.5 left, 6:32 to be exact here in the second half, and Denver holding on to a 56-51 lead. We'll be back with more Denver Pioneers women's basketball on Pioneer Vision.